Diamond page where stories collide. Love and life, we take the ride. Economy stirs, society hums. Grab your seat, the future drums.
It's yet another exciting episode of football-related matters on DMP Sports, where we unfold all the live actions in the ongoing FIFA World Cup in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. My name is Captain, and I welcome you to today's episode. And here with me are my able panelists, William and then KD. All right, KD, you are still repping Man U's jersey. How do you feel tonight? And then talk of the overall World Cup tournament. What would you like to say about it?
So far, so good. I think I'm very, very impressed when it comes to the performances. And some of the African teams are really doing very well, and I'm very, very impressed. For me, I'm rooting for Africa, so it's all about Africa. So okay. I'm very, very impressed about their performances.
William, you're looking sharp today again.
Yeah, I'm so happy, so happy with the performance of the African team, as my brother said.
Okay.
And yesterday, I said it from the beginning that we are going to have some big upsets coming up in this World Cup. And then Cape Verde, amazing.
It's obvious. Yeah, great. So let's start with the opening, the game between South Africa and then Mexico. Yeah. The opening. William, would you like us to take us through?
To be honest with you, we were all expecting it, right? Looking at some of the matches that some of the African teams have played, I was expecting South Africa to at least be very disciplined at the back over there. But at the end of the day, they wanted to match boot for boot. But of course, Mexico, they are playing in their home turf. The 12th man speaks a lot.
Right.
And at the end of the day, they got beaten. The red cards, of course, they were all red cards, but that's the beauty of the game.
Avoidable red cards.
It could have been avoided, but at the end of the day, the discipline wasn't there. I don't know whether it's from the. I don't want to blame the coach on this, but probably the players, probably because they were carried away, so they were just trying to do so many things that are really going to. But at the end of the day, I was expecting, but I was impressed with the match. I was even when they were 2 down, they were still attacking Mexico. Right, that shows how the Mexican team, they are not really compact. Like, they are not there. If the match would have been like 11v11, trust me, like South Africa will pull a surprise. But let's see the next game. Let's see what will happen.
Great. William, would you like to take us through the Korea and then Czechia game? It ended 2-1 in favor of Korea. You did watch the entire game. Would you like to take us through?
Yeah, it was a beautiful game by all standard. And then looking at this Korean team, I think they have almost like 6-7 players who has already been to the World Cup
before. Yeah.
Yes. So it tells you when it comes to the experience, they have it. So even as at first half, when they were a man down, a goal down, they didn't give up. They knew they were going to get their chances back in the game. And then the second half, the Czechia played the game to suit them because they were playing the fastest game.
Yeah.
Free flow.
They did a comeback and it was beautiful. So far, it has been the amazing game.
Are you sure?
So far, to me, amazing game.
I have a different view.
Well, we'll
I
get
think
there.
no team has done a comeback.
Anyway.
We'll get there.
So,
I think Belgium, they have done a comeback.
No. Belgium
ended in a draw.
Yes, yeah. I know, it was a comeback. They were losing.
When we talk about comeback, being
Coming
a
back
goal
to
down and then winning the game.
Yeah. Okay, great. I think William did predict that Mexico was going to win 2-0.
Yeah.
Kudos to you on that, William. And then let's get into Group B, where Canada clashed with Bosnia.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that it was one of the most boring football games ever. Would you like to?
Well, of course. What do you expect? Canada isn't a football country. Like, they are not really. Their focus is not much into football. So, of course, what do you expect? They always rely on their players from outside and players who will naturalize for players from other countries who will naturalize for them. So you could see that in the match, you realize that there are some odd names, some Ghanaian, some from wherever and all those things, and they've called them to play. So, of course, I wasn't really expecting anything from Canada to pull a surprise. And Bosnia, they did very well. Trust me. In the first half, they were very, 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 very there. But the second half, of course, the 12th man, I always talk about the 12th man because it plays a role in football. So they rally behind Canada. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they enthused them and they came in and they also equalized. So it was a fair game.
And then, William, Switzerland of all nations did share points with Qatar.
Another boring game. Very, very boring. I mean, a team like Switzerland, a country like Switzerland, who have been to this World Cup tournament several times, and then seeing them playing this game, I bet you they are not going far. It was terrible. Even though it's a first game, and you are playing a team like Qatar, we expect Switzerland to top this group. And then playing this game, I want them out. Honestly, I want them out.
It's still early to want them out. You know,
I mean, they have the experience.
The group
players.
is still open, right?
It's still open, but your first game
is very important.
Qatar is very important.
First impressions are always important.
Don't forget.
But why won't you give credit to Qatar?
Well, I will give credit to Qatar, but check the whole game.
He's taking it from the Switzerland point of view. That look at a country like Switzerland, the pedigree that they have,
the quality
they
players
shouldn't
they have.
be drawing against
No,
Qatar,
not at all.
Qatar.
Not at all. You have players playing in a big league.
Yeah.
As against Qatar.
Mbolo, Shaka, Akanji.
It's a below standard performance from Switzerland. And I bet you if they continue to play like this,
they'll go out.
They'll move out.
Okay. Let's dive into Group C, whereby we have the likes of Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and then Scotland. Yeah. Brazil has been to the World Cup 23 times.
I think almost every year they qualify.
Yes.
Yeah, almost
they've won it 5 times, twice runners-up. And then notable players include Pelé, the almighty Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, my favorite player of all time from Brazil. You have a player like Cafu, who led them into their last World Cup. Who won? Korea, Japan. They won. Yeah. And then coming to this very tournament, you have the likes of Vinicius, you have Casemiro, you have Matheus Cunha, who is also leading the attack from the bench, facing off with Morocco, who have been to the World Cup 7 times. The best performance has been the semi-finals in the just ended 2022. Yeah. And then you have players like Mustafa Hadji, Mehdi Benatia, who was also influential in both Bayern Munich. Yeah. And then currently you have Hakimi Amrabat, you have one of the best keepers ever.
And Boadi, the youngster.
Yep.
I think right now that young chap, all the big teams are rallying behind him. They want his signature and all those things.
Right.
But watching Brazil against Morocco, trust me, I was just relaxing and just laughing because that has been one of the best performances I have seen in this World Cup so far, right? And Morocco was there. They in the midfield, they decided to overlap the Brazilians. Of course, the aging Casemiro and what's his name, Bruno Guimaraes. Trust me, as if they never existed, as if they had not played football for a while. So, and trust me, in every football, the midfield is the engine, right? The moment you get the midfield right, of course, everything will go well for you. And for the first 15 minutes, Brazil wasn't there. They were just misplacing passes and all those things. But Morocco was there trying to, but, well, as they always say, Fofi and Tuata, they got the first goal. Then Vinicius, based on his tactical brilliance and individual, it was a very, very fantastic goal that he scored. I thought maybe probably Brazil were going to come in the game, but of course, Morocco also showed that, we're also there. We have the players, we have the quality, we have the individual capability, the tactical prowess and all those things. So at the end of the day, they also stood on their foot and decided that no, it's either we are going to draw this match or we win. But at the end of the day, they drew, and trust me, it was one of the best performances I have seen so far, and I think they will go far this time.
You know, before earlier you were mentioning about players Brazil has produced.
Yeah.
Way back from 98, 2002 to 2006. You have a Ronaldinho who is carrying a whole Barcelona. You have a Kaká
Ronaldo,
who is carrying this AC Milan team. I
the
mean,
Ronaldos, the Roberto Carlos,
Roberto Carlos.
Cafu,
I mean, when you look at
Lucio,
all these players, you
Dida.
ask yourself, this current Brazilian team,
no, they can't.
do
match
they
them.
have?
They don't have that.
Can
kind
they
of,
match this
No.
quality we are talking about? No. So I mean, Morocco was like, oh, the Brazil we knew
They are not.
is
they are
not the
no more.
Brazil we know today.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's go all out and we can get the point. And that's
Okay.
what they did.
Yeah, so Scotland also pipped Haiti by a long goal. Was it a deserving win? Would you like to?
Well, I was surprised because we know when we talk about football nations,
Haiti
know,
is in there.
Yes, Haiti is not there. But I mean, they created some chances,
Decent
good
chances.
opportunities,
Okay.
and I mean, Scotland also have experienced players.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they have
Robertson,
experience.
Magin.
Yes.
Scott
McGinn,
McTominay,
they know the
Adams.
likes. Yeah.
But you know, it was a beautiful game. But I knew experience was going to count, and that is what Scotland did.
Great. Diving into Group D, where you have the United States, one of the host nations, facing up with Paraguay. They ended up coming on top, scoring 4-1. What does that speak of the host nation?
Well, it really speaks well, and it speaks volume as well, because at the end of the day, they are host nation. And if you realize, based on the past World Cups they've represented, you could realize some improvement in their team. And trust me, of course, Mauricio Pochettino being their head coach, what do you expect? He's an experienced coach. He's coached big teams. He's gotten this experiences from wherever he goes. So at the end of the day, to be honest with you, the result, when I saw that the result was 4 goals, US 4 and Paraguay 1, I wasn't surprised, because trust me, they have the men, they have the arsenals
They showed up
to
for the big
match
game.
any team boots for boots, right? So of course, for me, I know that USD are going to qualify out of this group, right? They are going to, of course, they are going to get a 9 points out of this group.
Okay. William, Australia pipping Turkey by 2 goals to 0. Where you have the likes of Adagula in the Turkish team. You know, they did have a great playoffs, and then they were able to qualify for the World Cup. Same as Australia. But going into this game, you know, most people will vouch for Turkey to come
Turkey,
on top.
of course,
And
yeah.
then
I was
here lies the
vouching
case
for
that
Turkey, yeah.
they lost by 2 goals to 0. What would you say happened to the Turkish?
I think one of the amazing game I watched in 2022 was Argentina as against Australia.
Australia, yeah, the 2-2.
It was 2-1. Argentina won.
Yeah,
2-1.
Argentina won, yeah. Last minute.
If you look at the dying minute, they really, really gave Argentina
A hell.
some. Yes. It tells you that they have a momentum. Then once they have that momentum, they can hurt you.
Yeah.
So even if you watch the game as against Turkey, Turkey created the chances, they were soaking them, but they hit them on a counter.
That was
Then
all.
they make sure that every counter they had.
It was going to
turn
result
into
into
an
something
opportunity.
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
So I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I think Turkey should have done better with the qualities they have, the likes of Çalhanoğlu, the likes of Adagula. I mean,
Mario and all those things, yeah.
they are all quality players that at any given time
Can hurt
they
you.
can hurt you or can come out with something. But at the end of the day,
It wasn't their day.
yes, Australia did well, and then they deserve it.
Okay. One of the most, one of the most exciting games that happened was between Netherlands and then Japan. Sweden and Tunisia in Group F. Would you like to?
Well, Sweden and Tunisia, to be honest with you, I was expecting, in fact, something different from Tunisia, right? You are going into this game, of course, you are the underdogs, right? At least you should develop a tactical prowess to before going into this game. Well, we know that how do you call it?
Sweden.
Sweden, of course, they have very, very good players who can hurt you at any time.
Especially
they have
the
Isaac,
attack.
they have Gyökeres, Lindelof, and the likes, right?
And
they
then
can hurt
there's-
you at any time.
And this guy at Newcastle, Elanga.
Ilanga too, right? Very pacey, right? They can hurt you at any time. Of course, at your back, there should be boundaries, right? You should set boundaries. Defensive, they were very, very bad, right? They were very, very bad. So I was expecting them to defend very well. Of course, try and soak a little pressure from the Sweden and hit them on counter. You also have good players in there that they can hurt teams. But at the end of the day, we never saw anything like that. They decided to, okay, fine, we are going to open in and play with them. We are going to match them boot for boot. And at the end of the day, they lost by 2 goals. And
5-1.
Sorry, 5-1.
And then that's a lot to take.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
that's a lot to
no
take.
wonder they've sacked their coach. No wonder they've sacked their coach. And right now they've hired
But that's
Abiy Renard to
I
replace.
think a very harsh.
Of course, because
decision.
come on, I read in the news that already the coach Nane Kakra going into the World Cup, but they
Sorry
wanted
for
to
you,
give
man.
him they wanted to give him time to at least just recover and all those things. But they were not expecting to lose against Sweden at that margin. It was very huge. So the moment it's happened like that, they decided to sack him. And right now they've hired Abiy Renard to at least come and stabilize things.
William, Netherlands was held in a 2-2 draw against Japan.
I was expecting a tight game.
Yeah.
It was a tight game,
And it was a
actually.
tight game. I mean, when in a football, when you are leading 1-0,
Yeah.
2-1,
You are not there yet.
and then you get to the 80th minute, just prepare your mind for one thing. I'm going to defend. And if you don't defend better, the match is either going to end a draw or you lose. And that was what Japan did. They knew they were in the game.
Yeah.
So what are we going? Let's go all out. Let's go for the equalizer. And then I was expecting Holland with the likes of Van der Ven, with the likes of Van Dijk. I mean, they are all
Bruyne,
experienced.
But
defenders.
they hit, is it 3 times or 2 times? They hit the woodworks 3 times or two
And
also.
you know one thing with the Japanese, if you defend deep, they know how to shoot from the back.
Right.
If you open up the game, they run into spaces. So I wasn't surprised at all.
Okay, great. Okay, in Group G, we had our very known African Egypt, the Pharaohs of Egypt, clashing out with the Red Devils of Belgium, which ended in a draw. I think most people were expecting like the flow of goals and all that. But ending up in the draw, what are the chances for Egypt now?
Well, they have chance because right now the group is opened, right? I think all of the other team also drew.
Yeah.
Right. So it's open for anybody to go on top. And right now, as they've introduced this, the 3rd best placed team can also go through. So, of course, that match, it was really, in fact, Egypt and Belgium are coached by tactical coaches. So at the end of the day, watching the match, I realized that no, both teams were very disciplined at the back. Right. They defended very well. Right. And in terms of transition to both teams were but up front, they were not really clinical. But of course, at the end of the day, the draw was good. For me, I said I'm rooting for African teams. So the draw was good for Egypt. Yeah.
Okay, well, there was a major upset, if you know what I'm talking about, Spain versus Cape Verde. Your thoughts on that?
It was
No, but before you go, kudos to Cape Verde. Earlier in the section, we did mention that their oldest goalkeeper, who is 40.
Yeah, he saved them. He made 7 saves.
That guy was just incredible.
Yeah.
William, how were they able to hold on to Spain for a 0-0 game in there? Looking at the lives of Yami Lama, Pedri, Ferran Torres. I mean, you can name them.
I mean, proud to the game.
Yeah.
I think all the 48 teams participating in the World Cup, in terms of midfield domination, in terms of ball possession, any country will meet Spain and it will still tighten their back.
Right.
Because no matter how you can hold the ball, Spain will find a way
To penetrate.
to dominate your midfield.
Yeah.
So the best thing I saw Cape Verde doing was just closing and then trying to hit them on a counter attack.
Okay. So
But
man
for me,
marking.
I know they came into this match with one mentality. We are not going to lose.
The teamwork.
We are not going to lose.
I mean, you could see every player is covering each
Yes.
other player.
And if they were very clinical up front, for me, I saw that some of their players, they are not really experienced. So they got this 1 or 2, 3 counter
So they
attacks
have the
and-
likes of
and
Mendes,
it was-
who
it
has been
wasn't,
to
yes.
African Cup of Nations like 4 or 5
Yes.
times.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that was why I'm saying that most of them are not really experienced in terms of World Cup level. So at the end, they got this 1, 2, 3 counter attacks, and you realize that no,
But one thing I
they
realized,
could have
Spain-
broken
yeah.
the Spanish team.
the Spain team I knew were missing the likes of Lamine
Yamal,
and
yeah.
Nico at the flanks.
In fact,
Okay.
the lineup, when I saw the lineup, I was like, come on, what is De La Fuente thinking? Gavi for Charlie, what's up?
Yeah, Gavi plays
their
some
plan
brains.
didn't just work
And
out.
when Danny Olmo and Yemi Yamal and Nico Williams, when they came in the second half, you could
So a
realize
difference.
that no, there was. But I'm sure the next match.
Well,
is
I
really
think
going to
Spain
start
is favorite, so De
Yeah.
La Fronte should be doing his homeworks well.
very well.
Right.
Yes, to get Spain back into their best shape.
Okay, so jumping into group France will meet Senegal, two French teams. I don't know if you like to share your opinion on that.
To be honest
who
with
would
you,
be
I was
rooting for? Please don't say
perplexed.
you are rooting for. Well, it's
I was
it's okay
perplexed.
to.
I was perplexed when we saw the results. Right,
Okay.
I was very perplexed when we saw this result. Of course, in the first half, it wasn't open. Both teams defended very well. I was very happy and relaxed in the first half. Until the second half, we came and I don't know, Senegal, they lost concentration. Then, of course, France too, they have a well-experienced, well-coached players. Tactically, technically, they are there at any time, at any day. Whenever they find spaces, they are going to hurt you. That was what they did in the second half. They lost concentration even after scoring the first goal. And anytime I say, the moment you score a goal, you are the most vulnerable team in the world. Because one, it did it with team or whatever are high. So at the end of the day, Mbappe, of course, who else? He also punished them with that beautiful and spectacular goal.
William, were you expecting Senegal to go down to the drain just like that?
Well, I knew it was going to be a tight game, but the difference is you have Jackson, you have Kylian Mbappe. The ball Jackson will miss.
Kylian Mbappe will never.
Kylian, the probability of his scoring is high.
Right.
So at the end of the day, the individual brilliance is going to count.
Right.
Because the likes of Olise can pick up a pass. That break-up pass can lead to goal. So I wasn't surprised with what I saw. The Olise pass to Kylian was amazing pass.
Well served, well finished.
Due, another exciting player, can take on at any given time.
Right.
I mean, Mane used to do that, but
old.
currently,
He's old, Charlie.
put
His legs
Due
are
there,
gone.
put Mane there. There
legs
is a
are
big
gone.
difference.
Oh, come on. You are comparing, is it 20-year-old with what, 34? Or 32?
Yeah, sometimes the experience will count.
Oh, no.
But
Charlie,
I mean,
Onani
when it, are you sure?
Kodieko.
See, we have some experienced players that
Kodieko.
up to now they still perform miracles when you need them.
Right. Right.
But the money we knew,
old age, let's give him that's that credit. Okay, so let's take a look at the Africans, or the African nations in the for seven of them have already played, right? Yeah. And then South Africa, Senegal, and then Tunisia have fallen. Egypt, Cape Verde, Morocco put up draw, and then Algeria, Ghana, and then Dr. Congo is here to play. So for the likes of South Africa, Senegal, and then Tunisia, too early to judge, but I just want to find out from you if they still have a chance to sail through.
Oh yeah, all the African teams, they still have chances of going through to the next stage. As I said earlier, because of the introduction of the third best place, you just have to get a very cool maybe a draw and a win, then it will take you through, or maybe even a win and it will take you through. Not conceding much, it will take you through. So I'm still rooting for at least the next stage. I should see like 6 or 7 African countries sailing through.
Okay. Kudos to Ivory Coast for that great performance.
Amazing performance.
Out there. Yeah.
Of course, the Manchester United guy scored. And he scored their first ever World Cup goal. So it means a lot to them.
Kudos to him.
Ahmad.
So how about officiating? William, how would you say? How would you rate
come on,
officiation?
before I talk about even officiating, I'm pleading with African teams. You see, once we have a third best place team to qualify, stay in the game.
Yeah. Defend well.
Don't concede the 2 goals margin. That's what the Asians are doing. Japan getting 2-2, Australia winning 2-0, Iran getting 2-2. Stay in the game. That third place will favor you.
Yeah.
True.
So I think they when I saw Tunisia's game, I was very devastated because the goals were too much. First match, you concede 5 goals.
That's terrible, actually.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Talking about officiating, so far, it's been fair.
On a scale of 10, how would you rate it?
I'll give it 9.
KD?
Yeah, the same thing, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
Fair.
Great. So your best game so far?
Of course, as I said, Brazil and Morocco. I wouldn't run away from that. Brazil and Morocco has been my best game. Trust me, I fell in love with that young chap. How old is he? 18 years.
18, yeah.
Come on.
Boadi.
Come on. No wonder big teams they want his signature. And I wish my Manchester United will go for him, but let's see what will happen.
William, your best game so far?
South Korea against Czechia. So far.
Great game.
So far.
Great game.
The chances were flowing. The ball was flowing up and down. So far.
Well, I'll pick 2 teams. Yeah. The first one will be Korea and then Czechia. And then the next one will be Brazil and then Morocco. Yeah. That was also a great game in there. All right, lovely viewers. We are wrapping up, and then in our subsequent episode, we'll be bringing you all the pressure, all the details that is happening in the camp of the Black Stars. And then Group L, whereby we face the likes of England, Croatia, and then Panama. Signing out, my name is Captain. Peace.
Diamond page where stories collide. Love and life, we take the ride. Economy stirs, society hums. Grab your seat, the future drums. A diamond page, so let's engage. Every topic, every stage. Borderlines blur, but hearts stay true. Diamond page is all for you. The brass is bold, the groove runs deep. Thoughts to ponder, truths to keep. Snap your fingers, feel the flow. Diamond page now.